Global Instructions allows you to create an instructional view with 1 to 5 pages of instructions on either how to use the app or to highlight special features. When you create the app from scratch, you have the ability to enable the Global Instructions AppBlock at that time. However, it is important to note that if you do not plan on designing the canvases when you first create the app, that it's probably best for you to wait to enable it until you are ready to. The reason why is because with Global Instructions, you are going to end up with a gray transparent background that's going to sit on top of your home screen. If you do not design it and give the user a way to get out of the app, when you're working on a test build, you're going to have this transparent background that you're tapping around on, and you can't get to any of the buttons. So it's very important to design them at the time that you enable it. In most cases, I tell people to wait, and then you can just go to App Stores, App Settings, click on Enable Global Instructions, and then click Apply. Be advised that when you click Apply, only click it one time so that it will save and only create one app block. If you click on it more than once, it could make more. Once your page refreshes, you can go back to your app blocks and your Global Instructions app block will be here. On the configuration page, you'll already have one page available to you. You can either click on the plus to add additional pages, or you can click on the 2 pages up in the corner of each one to create more. If you don't want that many, you can click on the X to delete them. You also have the option to use a display page control, which are the little dots down at the bottom so the user knows that there are more than one page. You can uncheck this if you don't want that to display, or you can leave it checked if you do. For this exercise, I'm only going to use one page. Click Apply to save your changes. And now we can go back to our app block and go to the phone canvases. If you have more than one phone canvas, it will be down here at the bottom. And you'll note that the background image looks like the same color as what we have on the home screen. But if you look over in Properties, you'll see that this is actually a gray transparent background. Now, you do have the option to use a solid color background if you like. If you have a background image and you do want it to display, you also have the option of making this background more transparent. So here, if you come down here where it says 100%, you can set the transparency for a different percentage to either change the color a little bit, or you can just throw an image on there to cover up the entire area. Your design is completely up to you. I'm going to use a background color that I've adjusted the transparency on. So when my home screen is visible, you will see some images in the background from the home screen. Afterwards, you can go to your toolbox and you can either drag and drop an image label over and choose an image from your library if you would like an image from there. You can also grab a text label and drag and drop it over. And you can design as you see fit. For this exercise, I'm just going to type in a quick message. It says, you can add to calendar. You can make your instructions as detailed as you like or as quick as you like. Again, you can use nothing but images and drag and drop them onto the canvas so there's no further design, or you can customize it as you please. Again, you do have the option to use a corner radius to round off the edges of on these corners if you would like. And then you want to ensure that you use actions. Very important. Global instructions are always going to have 3 actions available. If you have more than one page, you have an option for next page and an option for previous page. This works out really well if you want to actually design arrows so that the user can use the arrows to go back and forth. Either case, the screen will still scroll in the app. The most important thing is giving your user the option to close their instructions. So as you can see, when I drag and drop these actions onto the canvas, you're going to get what looks like a text box when it's actually in action. And you can design as needed. So here where it says display text, I'm going to put down here, I got it. I'm going to bold it. I'm going to give it a white background color. I'm going to make the font size a little bigger. And I'm going to set the corner radius to about a 4 to round it off. And again, you can change this up. If you wanted to, you can make the text color white. And you can make the background color that dark blue to change it up a little. So that's Global Instructions. Very simple to use. The biggest thing to keep in mind, again, is enable them when you are ready to design them, or you're going to have some complications when you're trying out your test apps.